All right. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for coming.
Look at that energy. That energy was awesome.
Last man standing. I love it.
I know.
Half of our agents, that's what I said last week. After Thanksgiving, our agents stop working and they resume February. So I appreciate you coming in. We have a fantastic speaker today. A lot of you are online. Thank you so much for joining us. Certainly appreciate it. So let's go ahead and let's dive in. I see some more people are coming in. Have a seat. Bucket fills.
What do we
Every
got?
single week, there is somebody or something we are grateful for. Anybody wants to share our new listing, marriage, babies, vacation, family life?
So I came back on Monday from a Disney cruise, number 6.
Number 6.
And we planned it like
Disney cruise number 6.
Disney cruise number 6.
You are crazy.
Yes, I got the Mickey ears. But we planned it 2 weeks ago. My daughter and I just said, we have a few days. Let's make it count. Jumped on the boat.
Wow. All right. All right. Who else?
Who else got something good?
Tell us something. Well, hold on. Christina, you have something good.
Oh. Yes.
I am officially Miss Bill as of last Thursday. I'm off the market. Go away.
If you haven't seen her social media reel, you definitely should check out her page. It was very entertaining.
Yes.
Surprise,
very
it's
funny.
not viral just yet. It was fantastic.
Very funny. As is all her videos. It's all
Yeah. All right, one more.
All right, Esther.
I don't know who sent me this, but somebody sent me something in the mail with no note, and it says, I don't sell houses, I change lives. So I don't know who it is. If it's you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I don't. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Awesome.
The greatest compliment.
I just realized this is our first team meeting after the holiday party. Did you guys have fun? Yes?
Clearly, there's a few people with hangovers.
Right? Yes.
And it's our last meeting of the year.
Wow. Yeah, well, I'm excited. I'm ready for January. Are you? Yes. All right. Well, it was fantastic party. I just want to say thank you so much to Kathy Stubbs, the entire committee. They did fabulous job. Thank you to all of our sponsors. It was very different. It was a lot of fun. And it was an excellent turnout. So many of our agents that we haven't seen for a while were in attendance. So that was really good to catch up with everyone. Thank you so much for coming. All right. Is our, well, you are. Hi, come on in. Help me welcome Blessing. Thank you so much for sponsoring lunch today. Appreciate it.
Here we go. Come on up here. There's plenty of people online. Yes.
Yes, we have a lot of people online.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I'm glad to bring in lunch. But yeah, my name is Blessy Moses. I'm with Goosehead Insurance Agency. I'm sure you probably have ran into one of us at some point in your career. We are literally everywhere. But I'm just glad to be here today. I'll just tell you a little bit about me and like next steps and how we can interact. With Goosehead, we support people like you guys. We support realtors, loan officers, all mortgage professionals throughout Texas. So even if you have like a client in Dallas, I can still help them out. Essentially what happens is whenever you are going or under contract, you want to reach out to me right away to help your clients. I shop for over 100 different carriers for them in a matter of minutes, and we can get them the best rate so that we can avoid DCI issues, underwriting issues, all of that good stuff before they have to hit that closing table. Also, I'm here to support you and your clients. I am a broker, so I don't work with just one insurance company. So I'm not just with State Farm, I'm not just with Progressive. I'm with over 100 different ones. And what I am doing is to help your clients. We are trying to make sure that they get the best price to get into their house. So, a lot of times people don't or they don't really like to take charge of when it comes like with the insurance. But we always suggest that to catch issues like flood zones, as well as underwriting, even DTI. And like I said, flood, especially here in Houston, is super important. I can help with all things insurance, home, auto, flood, umbrella, and anything that you need to help and support your clients as well. So after this, I will be reaching out to every one of you to see if I could just take you out of coffee, show you my process. A quick 10 minutes, doesn't take too long, but I do want to get to know each and every one of you one-on-one and see how I can support your business as well. Okay, do you guys have any other questions for me? I don't do commercial, but we do have someone in the office who does do commercial, so we can still help support your clients there as well. Mhm. Yeah.
All right, awesome.
Yes. Yes, yes, that's actually a really big one. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, so a lot of, especially Southern Houston, Southern Texas, those clients do need those wind and hail. And that's especially why you want to reach out to a broker like me to help you out with that, because, they don't know how they can be supported in that way. So I can go ahead, get them the best wind and hail premium for them, and also that basic hazard insurance as well. Mhm. All right. Have any of you guys had any troubles with insurance in the past couple years? Have any of your premiums raised? I should see every hand go up. Yeah, no worries. That's why you also want to inform your clients to shop around as well. And that's, what I'm here for, even with your personal insurance as well. So yeah, you guys should all have my card. If not, come see me. But yeah, thank you for having me.
That's awesome. All right, thank you.
Cool. What do we got? All right. What's coming up? Well, not much. Except this, super important. All right, guys. Number one, HAR dues are a real thing. As we mentioned, it's I know we're a broken record. There's a reason why we're a broken record, because all of you don't renew on time. All right, so make sure we're renewing. As long as you get your renewal in by December 31st, beginning of January, we'll do a drawing where one individual will win HAR dues. We'll cover one winner's HAR dues, but you have to have your HAR dues paid by December 31st. Remember, they are considered delinquent after January 31st. Okay, so go ahead and take care of that as soon as possible. And while we're on here, I do believe that there's probably not a there isn't. Okay, so while we're speaking on HAR, I want to just transition to Trek real quick. Trek was down and transitioning to a new portal where they're going to, be taking care of our licensing and all of that information on a brand new system. Now, if you haven't seen an email from Trek yet, or the on the Facebook group, the information that we've shared, understand that each and every licensed individual is going to have to recreate an account. Okay, so you're going to do that off of a link that comes in an email to you. That email started rolling out yesterday, so check your emails if you have not done so already. And I don't think they got everybody yesterday, so it may still be today. And follow those instructions. I've actually posted a video in the Facebook group that walks you through how to do it. But each and every one of you is going to have to go in there and recreate an account with Trek, right? And then there's a step 2 that you need to do that's going to attach your licensing information by using a PIN, and all of that info is in the email. Okay? If you have any difficulty, reach out to one of us and we can help you and walk you through it. Cool? All right. That is way too small for me to read. Can I turn around? Oh, wishing you all a very Merry Christmas, a happy holidays, and of course a Happy New Year if we don't see you before the New Year or February, like Yana said. Just as a quick reminder, Wednesday, December 24th on Christmas Eve, we will be at half day, okay? So the office will officially close at noon. We will also be closed on Christmas Day naturally. And on Friday, December 26th, we will be on weekend staff. So it'll treat it like a Saturday. All right. And then, of course, next week, Wednesday, December 31st, we will be closing early at 3 p.m. So the leadership team can go get drunk. And Thursday, oh, sorry, did I just say that into the mic? And then Thursday, oh, really? All right. Yeah, and Barbara, gotta love it. Gotta love it. We're very transparent, aren't we? Yeah. All right. And then, of course, on New Year's Day, we will be closed so we can all handle our hangovers. All right. So moving on. Sorry. Oh, Jess. I will have to turn around and read it then. All right. 2025 Prepping for the end of the year, right? So understand that December deadline for all 2025 commission and compensation is January 2nd by noon. Okay, so make sure we take care of that. And if you've also moved or started created an LLC, a brand new LLC, or changed your legal name, make sure we have all of that info. Log into Command and ensure all of that is correct. So make sure you please verify that. And verify your production by December 28th, okay? So please verify your production in Command. So look up your transaction history in Command and make sure that that is updated and all accurate for all kinds of purposes, right? Like your numbers and awards and all that kind of stuff. And if you and taxes, of course, that's not that important though. But if there's any discrepancies, please ASAP email the klrw25@kw.com email address, okay? By the 28th again. And understand that your 1099s, look out for them after January 31st, okay? January 31st and later. Please not before that. Please don't bombard the MCA office on January 2nd saying, where's my 1099? It's not how it works, okay? All right, good deal.
This will go in an email as well.
How is that going to impact our production numbers? Because it won't be on there.
What do you mean, 29th of December?
Yeah,
It would still
Yeah.
reflect for your 2025 production.
right, but it won't be on.
This is for just to verify your production up till that date by that time. So if there's any adjustments we need to make or go back and look at anything, we have time before the end of the year. Yeah. Correct. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh,
Stephen,
Fine.
It's going to be emailed out to everybody.
Okay.
So you'll get an email with that exact detail.
mhm. Otherwise it's in reports.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
and
And-
if you have received profit share, don't forget that's a separate 1099 that you will receive. Very important, and agents can
Mhm.
forget.
Or forget it, and it's not our problem, it's Uncle Sam's, but. Yeah. Moving right along. What should we say here? Oh, nothing. Okay. Norman. Oh, Norman just wanted Norman wanted the like little bit of a drum roll, and all right, Norman.
All right. Happy holidays. You had a good time at the party, right? Okay. So as a photographer, I make mistakes. And usually when you make a mistake, it's unforgivable, right? Look, okay, our holidays, you can use Canva to do quite a bit of things in there, and you can use AI. And I've been meeting with a few agents, and we've been talking about AI stuff and having a lot of fun with it. And the group, I hope, is going to get a little bit bigger. You have PC. What time does your PC run from? You're after the team meeting to 1:30, okay? After 1:30, come back to the internet cafe. We'll talk about stuff back there too. Huh? Well, then your people are going to miss out. Woohoo! All right, everybody come back to the internet cafe. All right, so see somebody in the background? Sorry, Rui, this was the easiest one to pick. You know, what if Anthony says, "No, I don't want Rui in the background," right? Oh, go to Canva, highlight him, and he's gone, right? Okay.
Oh, there you go.
That's okay. 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock. When you get done, 1 o'clock. Okay. Another one, it's blurry. That's unforgivable. It's so blurry, right? And so you put it in AI and you say, hey, clear this up and make it sharp. And boop. Are we having fun yet? Have y'all learned to have fun with AI? Yeah. Okay. You can do a lot of stuff. And Yana showed us something last week. Was it last week? That was really neat. Okay. Okay. Another one. Somebody said, hey, Norman, take my slide off, but it won't be fair to Yana and, David. And I'm going like, okay, let's do it. Bloop. Okay, so he's in another one. And what do? You ask AI to take him out. Bloop. There's another one, right? It's so good. Okay. All right, that's it. Come on, let's have Gemini. Gemini is really good. Now, they're all competing with each other. You wait a few days and then ChatGPT will come out with something that says that it's even better than Gemini, okay? The Nano Banana. Nano Banana has now upgraded again, and it's just going to keep competing. It's faster and faster and faster now. And I've never seen it so fast. Used to, it would take months before somebody rolls out a update, that beats somebody else. But it really didn't beat somebody else. It just made it feel like it. And then you go investigate it, and then you put your money into it, and you're going like, oh, I just wasted my money on this thing. So let's use the stuff that we are given. Okay, we're part of Gemini, Google, Google Pro. We're in Gemini, so we have it. Let's use it. Okay, come on.
All right, Barbara, Sydney, can you guys, Sarah, come up front? We are gonna be what I like to call the energy keepers. What does that mean? What does that mean? Energy keepers. We are the ones that are gonna be in charge of the clapping and making sure we are the clappers. Making sure that the energy remains high and we get to celebrate our agent.
Do a tunnel.
Oh.
There you go. That tunnel would be really cool. Just. All right, guys, we're gonna get into the numbers here. We're celebrating our agents from last month. The agents that did phenomenal. The agents that are mostly not here today. What's up with this? Okay. What? They're on vacation. Gotcha. Okay, so we're gonna get through all this. First of all, we're gonna look at all the listing units. Congratulations to the individual agents for the top listing units. Lyle Mugi, Sahar Khatib, Heather Lowry, Jamie Caston, and Mona Parikh. All right, together they listed 37 units last month. All right, next one, listing units for teams. We've got the Sharon Parker Group, Space City Team, the Day Team, and Juniper Premier Group. They listed 10 units last month. All right, the next one is for groups. We have Akil Properties Group, the ONTX Realty Partners, Kathy Stubbs team, and the BNP team. Total of 56 units. Akil Properties did 35 themselves. So this group, so far, we did 103 units last month alone, which is not bad. Not bad at all. All right, individual category for listing volume. Lyle Mugi, Amy Jin, Vinci Jacob, the Castens Group, Jamie Castens, and Heather Lowry. Together, they listed almost $16 million. A few dollars short. All right, listing volume for teams. We've got the Sharon Parker Group, Space City Team, the Day Team, Juniper Premier Group, and Wanda Pearson. Just north of 4.8 million.
Don't change it, please. Because she's not here and I gotta make sure she gets it. Okay, sorry.
Got it. Okay, for groups, we've got Akil Properties Group, Audra O'Neill team, Kathy Stubbs team, the BMP team, and the DS team. $26 million combined. They did $47 million in listings last month. Not bad. Not bad. Individual closings, yes. We have Tanya Nichols, Femi Rogers, Susan Garzinski team, Alicia Griffin, Liska Sims, Alina Escobedo, Imelda Pradhan, Sahar Khatib, Vinci Jacob, Lyle Mugi, and Sapna Patel. 39 closed units. Closed units for teams. We've got the Day Team, the Flores Home Team, Sharon Parker Group, Space City Team, Juniper Premier Team, Group, excuse me, and the Urban Team for 10 units. For groups, we've got BMP team, Kathy Stubbs team, the Diaz team, Audra O'Neill team, and the SIA group for 55 units So we listed 103 units and we closed 104. Not bad. Yes. Adjusted closed volume. These are the, okay, for adjusted closed volumes for individuals, we've got Amy Jin, Sapna Patel, Sahar Khatib, Susan Garzinski team, and Tanya Nichols, a total of $7.2 million. Adjusted closed volume for teams, we've got the day team, Sharon Parker Group, Space City team, Flores team, and the Urban team for a total of 2.4 million. For groups, we have Kathy Stubbs' team, the BMP team, CW with the Home Coach Group, HTX Realty, and the O'Neill Property Group. Audra O'Neill team, excuse me, for 24.7 for a total of a large total. I'll just say that right. I didn't calculate that total. Sorry. All right. So the only person that actually capped in November was Amy Jin. Awesome. Triple Crown, these are the individuals who've done 3 or more transactions that are not leases. These are sales or more. These are the individuals who've done that. Tanya Nichols, Susan Garzinski, Femi Rogers, Vinci Jacob, and Sahar Khatib. First closing for November, Carol Haynes. No, she's not here today. She's in Missouri. She's in Missouri. First listing, Angela Stagg, Joaquim Rosales, and Umesh Patel. And then $1 Million Club. These are the individuals who did $1 million or more in production for the month. Kathy Stubbs' team, the BMP team, Home Coach Group, HTX Realty, Amy Jin, Sapna Patel, Audra O'Neill Realty team, Jamie Castens, Sahar Khatib, Susan Garzinski, Femi Rogers, Alina Escobedo, and Liska Sims. That was a lot of people, actually. Televersaries. Oh my gosh. Okay, for December, for 1 year, Carter Stubbs, Kazir Ali, Michelle Arbor, Shoban Davis, Amy Jin, Jose Santos, Taria Soto, Yusuf Ibrahim. Oh, sorry. Second year, Veronica Elias. Third year, Carol Haynes. Fourth year, Denise McLarty. Fifth year, Firdaus Akbari and Robbie Jones. Sixth year, Haida Zaidi. Seventh year, Sherwin Jones, Dwayne Parkers, and Laura Parks. Eighth year, Sandra Sui. Ninth year, Justin Crosby. 14th year, Mike Day, Joanna Grenadier. Back to you. Yes.
Everybody. Gonna mic her up. Can we mic her up for a minute? Yeah. All right. Now, you guys ready for the treat? I am so glad that fabulous, successful, and amazing Sabrina Pack said yes to our team meeting. Please help me welcome Sabrina, and let's give her a big round of applause and take your time as she's micing herself up. Now, there's a reason why I also included this piece of paper. This is actually something that is provided by Diana that we had over here 2 weeks ago. And it is just this 5-minute guide to reconnect wealth with meaning. And that is going to be part of our conversation that Sabrina and I are going to have today as well, as she's somebody that is very passionate, not just about selling houses, but about building wealth and what it truly means. So one more round of applause to welcome Sabrina Pack. Thank you very much, Sabrina. And I want us, when we connected yesterday, she said, hey, I'm not good with systems. I said, perfect. Let's just have this very real conversation. And I think your story is inspiring enough that I truly believe that's where we should start. Why don't you take a couple minutes, and if you don't mind to stand over here so people can see you online, and just share your story very quickly. And if you don't mind, I would love the real or raw version of you.
Sure. Thank y'all for having me. And
You have mic? We don't need to have a mic.
okay, perfect. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Does that work? Okay,
Yeah, I
perfect.
can hear you.
So I started my investing journey 24 years ago. Yeah, I started when I was 3.
I think it's turned off.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, so started investing about 24 years ago when I was 3 years old, and we're going to go with that number, you guys. Okay, don't do the math. I started my career in commodities trading for an oil and gas company, and really sat around multi millionaires for 17 years. And I think that's kind of where it started in, learning about investing and just having these conversations every day. I've been licensed for 8 years. I'm a former KW Rookie of the Year, top 20 Black realtors in Greater Houston for the last 5 years, top 1% in the country. And I love what I do. My business is 100% referrals. And what I'm doing right now, I am a single mom. My daughter is 17 and she is going to college. She has accepted admission. I won't say it just yet. We haven't told everybody, but on a merit scholarship. And so life is changing for me. In the next 6 months, it's going to change. But the reason why I'm here, right, is just talk about investing and my journey. I bought my first investment property, like I said, 24 years ago. It was a 2-bedroom condo. That's all I could afford. Paid cash. I was forced into it by my parents, who were investors for 50 years. I like to call them baby investors. They only had a few properties. Bought that property and had somebody paying me rent for 18 years. It wasn't the best return on investment because it was a condo and you have all those association fees and things like that. However, like I said, it was all I could afford. And so rule number 1, just because you can't buy what you want doesn't mean you shouldn't buy it all. So got my license in 2017. My first property that I purchased when I was licensed for 6 months. Like I said, I was former KW Rookie of the Year. I spent all of my money that I had made in the 6 months that I had been licensed, and a property came up, and you guys know how you can't go from W-2 to 1099 and get a mortgage and all this stuff. So I had to pay cash. I had no choice. I bought that house, paid cash $155,000 in South Katy, right? That doesn't exist anymore, right? And had a tenant in there, and within a month and a half, they just moved out. It's been 8 years. They have given me back $170,000. That house is now worth $275,000. So you can see how that really changes really fast. It's a time thing, right? Just like we talked with our clients, it's not timing the market perfectly. It's time in the market. You have to spend time to make money. And then COVID happened, rates dropped tremendously. You guys remember that when it was like absolute bananas and they were giving away free money? Raise your hand if you bought a house during COVID. You finance, right? Refinance. Did anyone refinance during COVID? Free money. I bought 5 houses during COVID. 3 of them were financed only because the property still cash flowed, even with a mortgage. I had interest rates at low 3s on an investment property. I could not pass it up, and now I literally can't sell the houses. I'm pretty much stuck with them because where am I going to find 3% again? It does not exist. So the properties I had bought outright, I cash out refinanced. Has anyone ever cash out refinanced a house? Yeah, Sharon.
All right, can we pause on that?
Uh-huh.
Because this one is something that hits home. So 2022, Kevin and I were not on the investing journey, and I just bought our first house in Bridlewood 2020. I was terrified, thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm spending so much money. It's $430,000 in Bridlewood. And let's just see, COVID happens. 2 years later, of course, the property values went bananas. Sabrina shows up into my house and she literally looks around. She's like, huh, Nice. I'm like, okay, thanks, Sabrina. And she says, so how many investment properties do you have, Yana? And I was like, well, we are in the process of getting maybe one overseas. And she said, and, I looked up this property and I see you bought it for $430,000. I was like, yes, I did. And she says, and so you just have like a graveyard in your backyard? I was like, what do you mean? You remember that conversation? And do you remember what you said after that?
No.
She said, Yana, you're literally having your money buried in your backyard. How stupid is that? And I didn't know if at that moment she means to be nice to me or if she's just insulting me. And yet that conversation resonated. So 2 days later, I showed up in her office. I said, what did you mean? And she said, why don't you do cash out refi? It's going to be enough money, Anna, with this low interest rates for you to buy 2 different investment properties. And I said, but like, how does that work? And she said, oh my gosh, here's all the information. And so that's what we did. And we cashed out refi. And I purchased an entire building with 3 apartment units in it on a 15-year mortgage. Now with the tenants and Airbnb, that actually pays the mortgage overseas, and the remaining cash flow covers the difference of the small increase on the primary residence. So tell everybody about cash out refi and why do you do it on your investment properties? Because I think it's a part of the investment educational journey.
So cash out refinance is a great opportunity that you should take advantage of if you have a lot of equity in a house. Most of my investment properties, I buy cash. I know it's not what most people can do, but I pay cash for most of them. I'm a crazy saver. I'm my dad's child. So I had the properties that I had owned outright. The bank will let you refinance the property and take out 80% of the value, right? 80, 75, somewhere around there. It just depends on your lender, right? They'll let you take out 80% of the value. You go to closing. It's like a refinance. The bank will then create basically a mortgage. You're going to have that mortgage on the house, 30-year, 15-year. And then at closing, you are going to get cut a check for the 80, 75% that you're taking out, cash. Okay? In essence, you should be taking that money and just go buy another house cash. You're just basically rolling it, right? So you're going to have a small residual gain on the initial home that you now have a mortgage on, say a couple $100, but now you own another house. So you have 2 properties that are doing what one was doing before. That makes sense? Okay. So literally right now, I'm still buying a home. I closed 2 weeks ago. I bought a brand new D.R. Horton home. If you're not buying a brand new home right now for yourself, for your helping your clients as an investor, you guys, they're giving, I was telling Brandon a while ago, I stole that house.
You sure did?
I absolutely stole it because I know there's a lot of inventory. The builders are wanting things closed right now. We see this. And so even as investors, you've got a huge opportunity to take advantage of that, especially the cash deals. Because I'll kind of give you a little insight on that. They're buying down the rates for clients when they're financing. Did you know they'll take that same money and give you a credit because you're not using it? Take that off the price of the house. Literally, I'm walking in with $70,000 in equity.
Oh, wow.
On a brand new home because I paid cash. $70,000. So,
Great community.
great community. It was totally just, I purchased it, pure strategy.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah. It's 11 minutes from the medical center. It's pure strategy. So again, over the years, I have now purchased, I own 11 homes. Most of them are in South Katy. Total value is almost $4 million. Yeah, when I say it myself, it even sounds crazy. I didn't see it for myself, right? But you have to start with one. A lot of people think I just jumped to 11. No, you got to start with one. One will light the fire under you and it becomes like an obsession. You're going to want to buy the next one, right, Yana?
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it will. And so we do this every day, you guys. We get first dibs at everything. During COVID, I bought 3 houses that nobody knew went up for sale. They were my listings. I'm always a buyer, always. And a house I bought last year, I went in for the listing appointment. They signed, the husband passed away a week later. Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't even go live. The wife was like, get me out of here. So I did not plan on purchasing a home. My mom had just passed away. I was not in the headspace to purchase a home. I could, but I just didn't feel like doing it. A week and a half passed, and she said, Sabrina, I want to get out of here. And I called one of my real estate KW friends from San Antonio, that's a big investor. And I said, hey, who do you know that wants to buy a house? It's going to be a great deal, I'm sure. And he said, well, if it's such a great deal, Sabrina, why aren't you buying it? And I said, Anthony, I don't feel like buying a house right now. He's like, buy it and just relist it. And so I said, so I got an investor. Again, I was being hard-headed. I got an investor to come over, give me an offer. He gave an offer. I sat on it for another 2 weeks. And then I said, well, I'll match the offer. I'll still charge you 6% commission, but I'll match the offer. And we went to closing 15 days later. Yeah, closed on that house. Again, remember I told you my mom had just passed. I was not in the mental space to purchase, to do anything. The house sat vacant for a year. A year. I just sold it in September, $60,000 more than what I paid. I did not do a thing to it. These opportunities are always here. You have to be ready for the opportunity, right? Yeah.
Sabrina, expand a little bit on your buying criteria. You have a very specific criteria. Explain to our agents why.
So my criteria, it has to be around a 1% return. What I get for rent, it's got to be about 1% of what I'm paying, right? So if I'm going to pay $180,000 for a home, the rent has to be at least $1,800 a month. Yeah, that's a good kind of rule of thumb. If you can get more than that, great. If you see an opportunity where the market is changing really quickly, you may take a little bit less than 1%, right? So that's kind of my rule of thumb, just to kind of, let me give this a smell test first, see if this is even something that I'm even interested in.
Okay, really good.
Another criteria I use is I typically like to purchase homes that are zoned to great schools. Yes, they do cost more money. However, I don't want turnover in my properties. I don't want to keep paying agents to bring their tenants. So if I can get somebody that has a family that's going to move in there and stay in the home, most people don't move their child from school to school to school every year. So if I can bank on you being in there for 5 years until your kid graduates or till they go to the next school, to me, I would rather a long-term tenant than turnover every year. So typically zoned to great schools because that's going to be the draw to the neighborhood.
I was going to ask, do you have them sign a 2-year lease or do you renew every year?
I typically like a 1-year lease.
Okay.
I don't like 2-year leases because I'll give you an example. Right, about 3 years ago when rent spiked, people that had signed 2-year leases couldn't capture that second year. I'll rather re-sign you and then make the adjustment for rent. Yeah. So
Talk to me about your passive income and the importance of passive income, why you keep on buying.
Oh, not just because I like collecting homes, but passive income is great, right? This market is up and down whenever we're selling homes, right? You want to be able to have residual income that you're not having to work for. Whether you close a house or not, you still want something coming in every month because you can't, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know it's going to be another April of 2020 when things just froze, right? Passive income allows you to be able to give. We talked about that the other day. I bought one of my greatest accomplishments. I bought my mom a car, went into the deal, and I have siblings that are able. And I walked into the dealership spent about a month trying to find a car for my mom, and because she was little, and walked to the dealership, and I just bought her a car and paid cash and brought it to her with a bow on it. So
Harden, I
all
want to
the
pause on
decisions-
this if you don't mind, because that's exactly what I mean by this piece of paper that I included, right? And it's called Wealth with Purpose Reflection. You know, what wealth allows you to give. Because we truly don't understand the meaning of giving and fulfillment of giving until we get to experience it and until we have the opportunity to truly give somebody else. And I want to come back to your story because you and I had that conversation. And for a very minute, I'm going to get personal. Do I have a permission to get vulnerable and personal for a minute and be Yana agent, Yana human? So 2 weeks ago, my husband's dad passed away. And in the last 2 months, he was in the ICU. And month ago, I visited him during a lunch break in the ICU, and nobody else was there. And he looked me in the eyes and he said, Yana, I want to go home. And I said, Barry, you're in the ICU. You're hooked up to freaking breathing machines. I mean, you name it. You know, you're receiving blood, you're having a medication. Like, I don't think that's possible. And he said, Yana, if anybody can make it possible, I know it's you. I want to go home. Whew, that felt heavy. And at that moment, I showed up at home and I told Kevin, what would need to happen in order for us to bring him home? And he said, Yana, I mean, I'm on a project and different things. I said, I want you to terminate your project. I want you to come home. We're going to set up ICU in a living room and we are going to take care of him. And he said, are you crazy? Do you know how much that's going to cost? And I said, and who gives a flip? Because money will be here, but we won't. And that, my friends, when the day came and I knew that he's going to pass away, but my kids were by his side, we had a last Thanksgiving together, and he looked me in the eye saying, thank you. That was the giving that makes it worth it. And that is what I mean, wealth with purpose. Giving your mom a car with a red bow, that is a feeling that you cannot replace. And I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry. It is very sad, and yet it's powerful because we all have those parents. We all have those relationships that are important to us. And whenever we talk about building wealth, it's not about the freaking money. It's about what the money can do. So going back to you, if you are, let's say a newer agent, take me to 8 years ago, and you are thinking right now in your mind, but all I have is barely $5,000 in my bank account. I cannot even imagine investing. What would your advice be?
One, get on the phone. Find clients. I actually work with a wealth manager since I got crystal clear on retirement and finances at the beginning of COVID. And he examined my entire portfolio and he says, Sabrina, guess what? You need to sell some more homes in order for you to retire. You need to sell homes. So if we talk about our one thing, let's reduce it down to what is going to get us closer to retirement or being able to give or being able to invest. And it is finding more clients, you guys. That's our job. The whole job is finding clients, right? Helping people. So you get to that point, then you can start, things can change very quickly. Like I always tell people, I like, this job is like drug money. You can make, it's unlimited. You can make $500,000 in 6 months, in the next 6 months, and that's going to change a lot in most people's lives, right? My first 6 months in real estate, I closed $6 million. I was like, whoa, what just happened here? That's how I used all of my money to buy an investment property. Things can change very quickly. So put your head down, do your job, and it can be life-changing, literally. And so that's, yeah, it's as simple as that, right?
Yeah, I mean, it really is. And it's
simple.
Yeah.
But it's easy. It's not simple.
It's simple. It's not easy.
Sorry.
That's right. Awesome. We have 5 minutes. I want to give you an opportunity to ask Sabrina questions. Individual agents, single mom, $10 million producer, wealth builder, 11 investment properties. What would you like to know?
Anything.
All right, I have 2 questions over there. Let me run there with the mic. Over here.
How do you manage the investment properties? Do you have like management company or you do it yourself?
Like an absolute crazy woman, I do it myself. But 2026, I've decided I'm just going to hand it all over to a management company, just because I don't want to do it anymore. You know, before I was worried about, oh, I don't want to give up, $15,000 a year because I'm taking 5 phone calls. I just don't want to answer 5 phone calls. It literally comes down to that. So no, I would not advise anybody do it without a management company, especially if you're a first-time investor. Yeah. So, but I will get a management company soon, especially with this last one.
Question online.
I'll ask one question first. 2 questions actually. When you look at it, to buy or purchase an investment properties, does the expenses like the taxes and all that takes into account, and is that very important? And number 2 is that I was interested in D.R. Horton, and if I may ask, which is the location that you bought?
Oh, for sure. I'm willing to share that. So your first question was, say it again? The expenses.
If you
Guess
put into
what?
consideration taxes, insurance, etc.
Absolutely. Even with the expenses, it is going to be profitable. Absolutely. But remember, there's 3 ways that you win in investing, right? The appreciation, right? The time that it takes and you're going to start building wealth, the value of the home is going to change. You also get the tax benefit of it, right? And then the monthly gain, right? Even if your monthly gain is $200, over time, that house is going to be worth so much more. And you're going to get the tax break for providing housing for people. So you can't just look at it one-sided, right? Oh yeah, depreciation. Absolutely. Appreciation, depreciation, and then your monthly cash flow.
We had 1 question online, and then we're going to come to you, sir.
Yes, I have a 2-part question. How much do you set aside for annual maintenance, dues, fees, things that go wrong, repainting, carpet, et cetera?
So I don't have an exact number that I set aside. What I will tell you is the properties that I own, I maintain them. This is something that I've just learned over time. Your biggest expenses are going to be when something is not maintained. So I have my AC and furnace maintained twice a year, right? You want the longevity of those to last, and they're very expensive, right? Every few years, I get the roofs evaluated, make sure everything is tight, the nails are there, fastened down, everything like that. So really, that's the biggest expense. You're going to have expenses for, the dishwasher, but to me, paying a repair guy $200 really is not, in the grand scheme, that much. Right. Those things happen. They happen in our own homes. So me putting aside $250, I probably wouldn't. I just pay it and move on. Yeah. But yeah.
And
Can I ask a question?
Part 2, I have a part 2 question. How do you protect yourself from tenants who tear up your place, don't pay? Like, I think that's more of my biggest fear than anything else, is how you protect yourself from that. Thank you.
And that's, a lot of new investors, they simply don't invest because it's the what if, you hear all these bad stories of what if they don't pay? What if they tear up the house? Well, what if they do pay? And what if they don't tear up the house? And that's, there's going to be some risk in everything. If there was no risk involved, then you wouldn't make any money on it, right? And so I do a screening just like you guys do with your representing tenants. I don't deviate from that at all. At all. I don't rent to family. I don't rent to friends. I don't rent to anybody that I know even 1 degree away. I would rather just give you the money, because it's an uncomfortable conversation. And I just, again, over 24 years, it's just a lot easier. So as far as, will they tear up the property? It's a risk. It's a risk. There's a risk also that I had in 2021 when we had the freeze, I had a pipe burst in a house and water filled the entire house. Yeah. The insurance came. The house has been put back. You move forward. There is going to be a risk in anything. So do not think that it is foolproof or easy.
My question goes, if I can understand you well, you said your parents were big investors. Okay. How much of the influence of your parents being an investor on you kicking off? Because it's easier said than done to say, well, we can buy the house, we can buy the house. If you don't have a grassroots of an influence from your parents and how much encouragement they pushing you, I don't think it's going to be easy. Your advice is okay, but for individual who just come from nowhere trying to survive, I think it's a big challenge.
Right, that's a great question. They were a huge influence. And the funny part is, I did not want to buy anything. They forced me to buy that first condo. They forced me, and I was like, I'm 26 years old with a college degree. Why am I listening to you guys? And I reluctantly bought it. If you need someone that's going to inspire you or to influence you, you have me, right? I love to talk about this stuff, you guys. I can do this all day. And so, yeah, and a lot of times when I talk to people, you can have all the money in the world and still not do it, right? It takes a lot of guts, takes a lot of courage, and you just go forward. You just have to push past the fear. It is not going to be easy. It is not easy as a single mom. I'm the sole paycheck in my house. It is not easy to continue to buy and write a check for $300,000. It is not easy. And so, is it possible? Absolutely. But you have to surround yourself with people that are doing the same, want more for themselves, right? So, yeah. Oh, that one was in Grand West. It's 11 minutes from the medical center. All of my nurse clients buy over there. It's gated, super cute area.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, who's that?
Hello?
Hi.
Yes, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I don't know if I missed it or not. All your property that you bought, is it under LLC or under your name?
LLCs.
LLC, okay.
So what is your, I guess there's philosophies on debt and, so like I'm coming in, we're doing well and we have goals. We're 4 years in. I'm coming from my wife and I were like 2 teacher salaries, very much month to month with a family. And so car payment, my daughter's in high school, it's things along those lines. And so I'm setting goals for next year. Yana's pushing me hard to like, you need to go get an investment property. But then there's also like Dave Ramsey stuff, and it's just like, because I don't have like I would love to have the cash flow to be able to be, so like I know there's different philosophies on just like, do you just jump in right now, or do you like take care of some of the small debt? Do you like what would you say would be?
Yeah, if you're going to go into any debt right now, it needs to be income producing.
Okay.
It has to pay you money.
So, but
if you have debt right now,
so yeah, so it's just like paying like my daughter's car off, paying my wife's vehicle, because like would you do that first before trying to get into an investment property, or would you,
it depends which one. So when I'm looking at choices, right? If you have something that's a high percentage interest, like credit cards, I don't even know what credit cards anyone has, but I'm sure it's 24% interest. I don't even, oh Lord.
Gross.
Yeah, it can be 24, 29%. That's the first debt you need to get out of before you even buy an investment property. If you have a car note and it's 0.9% financing, I would be in no rush to pay that off.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? You can make more money on something else, that's going to be income producing.
I think I got to get like there's it's not a poverty mindset, but it's just growing up very much month to month, and so it's just like it feels good to have no ties to anything, you know,
Right.
and so it's just figuring that stuff out. Okay.
Yeah, and you can, like I said, you can have all the money in the world and still not buy anything. It's a fear thing. It is very real. It is absolutely very real.
For the sake of our time, we're going to do one public question. And then if you don't mind, we're going to invite our sponsors. And I'm sure Sabrina can stick around for a couple more minutes for some private questions. Would it be okay?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so you said you rub shoulders with top investors, and what circles, as someone who doesn't know anything, because I don't have people that I can rub shoulders with, where would you suggest that those people go to be able to rub shoulders with other investors to learn more and to absorb?
Yeah, great question. Join clubs. Join affinity clubs that have people, high wealth investors. They all run in the same circles. They all are friends with each other. For sure. Yeah. 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 I joined the Porsche Club of America, and so I had to buy the car, right? Because so that group, they're all investors. So I have access to those people, not just we have a common bond, but join groups that those people are in, right? For sure.
All right. Awesome. Was this helpful? Yes. Let's give Sabrina a big round of applause.
Thank you.
And if you don't mind, you might have to stick around because I'm pretty sure we are going to have a few more questions. I would like to welcome our business partners. Well, come on. She was waiting for the clap. And I think Christina stepped out if you just want to peek if she's here. Oh, she left. Oh.
Hey, everybody.
Did you know that I am not a loan officer? Okay, Brandon knows things. I work with New American Funding. I'm doing business development with them. And since Dale is out sick, and I just want to piggyback on what Sabrina said because this is so timely. The conversations that loan officers are having with clients right now is all about the refi. And you guys are saying, well, the rates aren't that low. It's not worth it. It is absolutely worth it. They can do the math. If you've got questions, call Dale. He will talk you through it so you can talk to people and everybody can get refied. Second thing is, most of you already know about NAV Cash, yes? Everyone say yes. She said, go to D.R. Horton, buy a house, get a great deal. Guess what? If you go in with NAV Cash, you get the price even lower. Have you heard this? You know this, right? Not yet? 281-728-5421. Send him a text. They will tell you all about it. Thank you, everybody.
How you doing, guys? Matthias with Home USA. It's been a little while. How's everybody feeling? All right. So the year's closing, kind of a lot of, things going on in, I'm sure your personal lives and professional lives as well. Just a reminder, whenever we're closing towards the end of the year, the whole tax situation, right? It can get a little bit sticky. So it's important for us to do our due diligence. We go a little bit more above and beyond with our customers and kind of walking them through the property tax stuff and how they might get refunded at closing, or they might have to put additional months back into their escrow, whatever the case may be. Anyways, these are just kind of like things to just be mindful of, especially now this time of year. As far as interest rates go, I mean, guys, we saw the report last week. There was a 25 basis point decrease. We didn't necessarily see that directly correlate to mortgages. However, we're kind of going the right direction. So this is just to prepare us for 2026. And if, as always, if you need help with that or you need support in that department, I'm always here to help. All right. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
All right. And that's a wrap. So happy New Year. If we don't see you, we appreciate you. DJ Norman's going to end it up. Let's grab some lunch and Sabrina's going to be here for a few more minutes. Thank you guys for coming.
Important to you.